Okay, this is our first episode. Welcome to Alternative Facts Chicago.
Man, we're here.
Yeah, we are here. How you feeling?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. My name is Bobby, and I'm with my man BHun.
What's up?
Oh man, I'm feeling good. I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to talk to all our listeners. So
It's been a long time coming.
oh man, it's been a long time coming. So let us give you guys a little background in regards to why we're doing this podcast. Essentially, we feel like Chicago's been getting a bad rap. So, we're using this platform in order to shine a brighter light to Chicago, as well as, giving our takes a little bit about, what's going on in Chicago, as well as, the United States, globally.
Exactly. And for that reason, we needed a name for this show. So what's our name for this show, buddy?
Alternative Facts Chicago.
Man, that name is fire.
Tell them a little bit about the name.
The name is crazy. It was funny. Last week, 2 weeks ago, we did a practice podcast, and the producer that was here that day, and we told him our name was Alternative Facts Chicago, and he thought we were going to be, Trump supporters, doing debates on politics, which, we're definitely going to touch on, but he had a totally different view of, what our show was about. And at the end of the practice, he was like, man, that was awesome. Not what I expected at all. And that's exactly, what we want to do and why we're here today. It's Alternative Facts Chicago, but it's a completely different view on whatever you may think or see about the media or about us. Just two regular guys coming here, each and every couple of weeks and, giving our thoughts, opinions on life, on social media, on entertainment, sports, and music. So that's the name, the reason for the name, and yeah, man, that's why we're here today. So, and me and Bobby, we talk back and forth. We banter, text all the time on anything, sports, music, entertainment. So we sat one day and said, man, we need a platform to broadcast this, nationally and globally. So we're here today. Yeah. Welcome, man. This is awesome. I feel good tonight.
Absolutely. And then to give you a little bit more info about myself, I'm originally from Tampa, Florida, born and raised. However, Chicago is my adoptive home. I've been here the past 7 years. I love the Chi, everything about the Chi. So, we're definitely advocating for Chicago, and we really want to help put this amazing city on the map.
Oh, yeah, of course. And for those that don't know me, I'm originally from Detroit, born and raised, lived there for 18 years until I went to college. Good old Central Michigan and Chippewas, fire up chips. Fire up chips, all my Chippewas out there listening. I love you for life. But from Detroit, I love the city always. My whole family's still there, so nothing but love from Detroit. But living in Chicago the past 8 years, this is my home. It's time to get back to it. We've been here a long time, seen a lot of people come and go.
Absolutely.
We're still here live and kicking, doing a podcast. So figured to get back to the city and, put the city on the map. And obviously we'll be talking about Chicago things, but we'll always be talking about, national stories, things going on and putting our spin on it for the Midwest. No one's in this lane, so this is our time, man. You excited?
Oh man, I'm super excited. Let's talk about our first subject. So
okay, we're gonna get into it.
Yeah, let's get into it. So Remy Ma, tell me what you think of her. Like the first disc as well as the second disc, and if we agree upon, or if you agree upon, Nicki getting back at her. Responding to her, give me a little bit more of your insights. Like, what are your thoughts?
For sure. So to give a little backstory, I'm assuming most of you have heard about it. Remy came out with not one but two diss tracks named at Nicki Minaj because she felt that Nicki was, taking a couple jabs at her the past few weeks, which she has been on a couple songs. So Remy Ma finally, snapped back, clapped back at her, came out with not one but two diss tracks. The first one was amazing off the Sheether beat. It's funny, I watch Breakfast Club all the time. Charlamagne each and every single day,
Absolutely.
Says Nicki Minaj. Shout out to the Breakfast Club. Great show. You guys are doing big things. But, she came out with the song, nailed it. Nicki hasn't said a word yet. She came out with the second song, which is a complete trash, in my opinion. Should have kept it. But I think it's big for music. It's big for hip-hop. And Nicki Minaj, I don't know if you're probably not ever listening to this right now, but you might be one day. You need to come out with the song. You need to respond, man. What's your thoughts, though, B?
Yeah, I think Sheether was okay.
Just okay?
Yeah, it was okay. She was spitting, she was telling the truth. She was talking, mumbling, whatever you want to call it. I just kind of felt like I wish she would have flowed better on the track. However, what she was saying was... it was brutal, and as far as like her second diss track, it wasn't needed. I felt like that would have been like your average rapper's 4th or 5th diss track. So I think Remy just went beyond and above, and she was trying to murder Nicki, and it didn't quite do it for me. Honestly, after that second diss, I don't think Nicki needs to respond, just because it was so whack. Like, I mean, I love Remy. I love Remy Ma. That's she's amazing. I think she is the best rapping female in the game right now. She had the hottest single last year, Grammy, et cetera. But
she didn't win a Grammy.
No, I mean, well, she was nominated for a Grammy.
Nominated.
Yeah, we don't fact check all the time here.
Let's slow down here. Nominated.
But I just think that that second one wasn't needed. I think she was still riding the wave of Sheether. Granted, it was a subpar diss, but it was still one of the best disses we've heard compared to the some of the other disses that's been out in the music market the last couple of years, which gives you some insight in regards to where music is at right now. But I just think that it wasn't needed, and I think right now Nicki has the upper hand, and I honestly don't think she's going to respond. And if she does, she's going to take a Drake approach to it, and she's going to wait until she drops an album, and then she's going to probably not directly name drop her, but throw some shots and bars and kind of do the whole Hov and Drake thing.
I get that, but at the end of the day, it's rap, it's hip hop. All the greats have been in rap beefs.
Yeah,
Nicki, you cannot not respond. You cannot call her name out. You cannot go directly back at her. Do not come out with a song, a pop song, put it on B96, and take like one or two small jabs at her and say that's my diss. You need to come out with a bar for bar, 16-bar song directly at her and respond. That's the game that they're in. It's rap, it's hip hop, it's a sport, so to speak. So people that saying she doesn't need to respond because the second song, this song that Remy had was trash, which it was, it definitely sucked. You still need to respond. I think. For the game and for her, this could really ruin her career if she's out in Paris, which is fine, flaunting, dancing in pictures and all that, showing pics. But at the end of the day, she needs to respond and make herself be known that that's what this music game is. You need to respond. She needs to.
Yeah, and honestly, and just we don't want to drag a dead horse here, but my final thoughts on it, I think that from a cultural perspective, kind of like, Nicki's, how big she is in the game right now, I honestly think that if she has a big enough fan base to where she has the pop fans, and honestly, if she loses the hip hop fans, that's not going to really affect her because those fans, they don't buy albums anyway. Like, I think that's fair enough to say. So I think for her, like, she just keeps putting out music, and hopefully Safari comes back as a ghostwriter.
Exactly.
And then she'll be good. She'll be gravy. So I think that she just needs to just lay low, be strategic in her approach, and throw a couple bars at her. But like I said, once again, do the Hov, do the Drake thing.
Okay.
And then I think she'll be fine. But she doesn't need to direct any disses at Remy directly. She just needs to just come out with good bars, good music. And she'll be good.
And hopefully it goes away, right? That's what.
And hopefully it goes away. And then if Remy's the queen of rap, so be it. Like, rap is cool, but like, that pop money, if she could really, they care about the money, that's where the money's at. So
that's true. I get that too. But at the end of the day, man, it's a sport. If she wants to be the queen of hip hop, which she claims she is, and everybody's her son, she need to respond, man. Point blank, period. If she wants to be pop and just worry about her pop lane, I totally get it. Yeah. But come on, man, she's letting a lot of people down. Come on, Nicki, I know you're listening to this. Respond, man. It's a sport. Let's go.
Yeah, absolutely. So, all right, let's now that we're on like hip hop, let's get into Chance the Rapper. Him donating $1 million to the Chicago public school systems.
Amazing.
What do you think about that?
That's amazing. A lot of artists and people in entertainment, they talk the talk but don't walk the walk. Chance has been doing it from day one. And the fact that he met with the governor the other week, if you guys didn't hear, he had a private meeting with the governor of Illinois. It sounds like it didn't go so well. And for that reason, he decided to, donate $100 million, which comes from, ticket sales from a tour, a past or future tour, which I'm not aware of. And he's going to donate that to the Chicago Public Schools. I think it's like to the art division or something like that. Like I said, we're not good at fact checking right now.
Yeah.
But
it says that he is, in light of the $1 million donation, Chance will give out 10 additional. Oh, wow. In light of the $1 million, he'll give out 10 additional $10,000 donations to select schools. So, he's definitely shutting people up.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
Okay.
Which is cool. I like that. He's the man for that.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with someone really giving back to their community and actually giving back to their community, which
Yeah.
he is doing. A lot of people say that and end up in Hollywood and never look back at the city that they came from.
So I'm going to get off topic of, a little bit off a topic off a chance right now, but do you think this is what people wanted out of Kanye?
They did. And Kanye went to Hollywood. He ended up with the Kardashians, and now look at him, man.
Oh, man, that's
married,
my guy,
got
too.
family, and that boy is gone. And it sounds like Chance is what, like you said, what they wanted Kanye West to be.
Okay.
And so far, which is smart, Chance is doing it early. He's a young guy.
Yeah.
He blew up.
Yeah.
And he's making these waves now before he's lost in the sauce in about 10 years.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So hopefully he doesn't end up the Kanye path, but when Kanye first came out, I'm sure no one expected that 10 years later he would be where he is now.
Right.
And he is, but Kanye is a legend. You love him.
Yeah, he makes great music.
Sometimes you just get lost in the sauce when you blow up.
I agree, and he doesn't put on for Chicago. That's the one thing about Kanye. I love everything about Kanye. That's my guy. I love his music. But if I had to criticize him, he just doesn't put on for Chicago enough. He's just one of those guys who left and just never looked back. So
yeah, he comes back here and there from what you may hear, but not to the impact that you would want. For the city. So
I agree.
So Chance is doing a good job.
Yeah,
and I can't hate on that.
All right. The only thing I want out of Chance is he just needs to put out better music. The Coloring Book was okay, but it was not my favorite.
To win a Grammy, all the Grammys that it did, I would have to agree with you on that. I think with that, they just, I don't want to get onto this topic too long. Mm-hmm. He's a safe bet for hip hop.
Yeah.
A clean cut guy doing good things.
Yep.
Hip hop needs that. But was the Coloring Book better than a lot of albums of last year? No. Let's be straight up.
Okay, that's one thing we can agree on.
I agree.
Okay.
I love Chance, but let's just be real people.
All right, awesome. And and I saw that the other day, you Snapchatted me something about iHeartRadio, the award show.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get a chance to see it. All I saw was Little Sean on there.
Little Sean?
And
come on.
And tell me well, how was it? Did he win any awards? What is the iHeartRadio? I don't listen to it as much.
So iHeartRadio is mainly, pop music, mainstream music, awards that they have. They're on TBS. My guy Big Sean, shout out to the D. What up though? Big Sean, he performed, he did moves. He did, a couple other songs that he does. He's making big things right now.
Okay.
And it was funny because we were watching. I'm like, man, he had like 3 different segments. I'm like, they couldn't have any other hip hop artist he could have brought to the iHeart Awards. But cool, that's a good look for Big Sean. He did a good job. Chainsmokers rocked it. Katy Perry's on there. She rocked it. Just a big, good mainstream award show. That a lot of people would like, but it was pretty entertaining. They actually did a pretty good job. Okay. Not as good as like the VMAs or the Grammys, but for another award show, it was cool though.
Is it better than the BET Awards?
The BET. Were you actually watch the BET Awards?
Yes, absolutely.
No, I watched the BET
love
Awards.
the BET Awards.
What about the hip hop awards though?
Oh, that's just ratchet, but I love it. So.
I like them ciphers though.
Oh yeah.
We'll talk about that once it comes on.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
All right, awesome. So let's switch gears a little bit here. So I know that.
What else is going on?
From a politics standpoint.
Oh, God, we're going to get into politics?
Yeah, we're going to get into politics.
We got to do it?
The dreaded subject.
Okay.
So, what were your thoughts on just everything going on with Trump, just throwing out those, the Twitter responses in regards to Obama wiretapping, FBI? I know that, we keep up with politics.
Right, a little bit enough.
Yeah, a little bit enough. But, off of your initial reaction, how did that make you feel?
I really didn't feel the way at all, to be honest, because it goes back to alternative facts, which is exactly why we're here.
Yeah.
And if you haven't noticed, Trump is always going
Trolling.
to say and do things. Yeah, he's a troll. And when he does that, it's ulterior motives to something going on behind the scenes. Exactly. Whatever's going on behind the scenes to hide and block us for whatever's really happening.
Okay.
Something must have happened a few days ago that he needed to hide, so he threw out that story about Trump.
Yeah.
I don't feel any type of way. We know it's not true. Why would Obama have any reason to want to wiretap anything that has to do with Trump? He was out the door. He doesn't care that much. I think it was, a crack of crap. Yeah. The bigger thing that I have issue with, and it may get us in a lot of trouble for this, is the people that actually believe the nonsense that he says. You have no idea how many times I go on Facebook and you see people who I will remain nameless, but you might be listening to this, who believes in nonsense and think it's good for America.
Yeah.
I think you're all just brainwashed. But, when you look back at this 10 years from now, you'll kind of see and say, man, I was really stupid for this.
Yeah,
but
they're definitely going to be ducking. It's going to be like an old ex-girlfriend.
Do you think, the bigger thing, let's take a poll. How long do you think before he gets impeached? I call a year. I give it about a year. How long do you think?
Before December 2017, he's going to be in the process of getting impeached.
He's getting up out of here.
Yeah, absolutely. Because he's such an idiot. So here's my take on it. He said that, he just found out about wiretapes. Okay, you're the president of the United States. You have access to, all the intel. These taps were reported for weeks before he even sent out those crazy ass tweets. And then also, like in order to get a FISA warrant or FISA warrant, there has to be some type of information that connects you to espionage or cooperating with any foreign agency that is against the USA. So him or the people within his inner circle were talking to those the Russians, and people, a lot of my Facebook friends and family members, whoever, they keep telling me, well, the Democrats done it, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. For me, if anything, I'm more moderate on issues, but I got to call a spade a spade. These people were, Democrats, they were meeting with these Russian officials, but it was out in public. People were taking pictures. It was documented. Trump and his administration, they were behind the scenes scheming.
All the time. Probably right this second.
Yeah, and that's the different. Like, it's the best example I can use is if I'm cheating on my girl or, if I'm scheming and if I'm out in the public with my side chick, but my girl knows I'm with my side chick.
Right.
What can she say? Because she's privy to it.
Yep.
She knows and she allows it to me. But if I'm out and about, cutting corners, 30, 40 minutes away from the city, and I'm with my side chick in the cut, guess what? Like, I'm doing something I'm up to no good and I'm lying about it. So I think that's definitely what Trump is doing. And I think I think the Obama administration left a lot of breadcrumbs.
Yep.
As everything, continues to unravel, he is going to be in deep shit. And the more he sends out these crazy ass tweets, which if he had a good lawyer, they would tell him, don't tweet about that.
No one listens. Like, he doesn't listen to anyone. It's all his. He runs the show.
He's dry snitching on himself.
Always.
So he's going to get caught up for that. And I can't wait for the day that they 100% just, impeach him and get him out of here. And then, not granted, Mike Pence, he's probably no better. But guess what? Like, I'd rather a guy who I honestly... Well, I'm kind of torn in, like, because I do like he's so upfront and you know what you're getting with him.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I kind of miss not really getting I kind of feel like it's when it comes to some type of ignorance can be bliss. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of that is missed to a certain perspective. And I rather a president that acts presidential. And yeah, you can lie to me, but, we know you're a crock of, we know you're full of shit. I can take that. But when it comes to you just kind of going crazy and being belligerent and not disrespecting people, I don't know. It's just something.
And then
about
he gave
it.
His fake State of the Union address the other week, sounding all calm and diplomat. And I saw people reviewing like, "Oh, look at him. He's actually acting like a president. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah,
man, he just faked the funk for about a good 45 minutes, and you're gonna believe that nonsense?
Yeah, exactly.
No way.
Yeah, and I know it sounds stupid and kind of ignorant myself, but hey, I rather someone just act instead of, especially in that position, instead of just just doing that around like just being outright defensive, because I think people, they'll take that and that is impressionable on people, and then they use that to treat other people like shit.
Yep.
And I'd rather you act presidential, be cookie cutter, so that people can follow your lead. Because if you're acting like an asshole, people are going to act like an asshole to the people here. And I just don't need that to happen. And let the intellectuals, let the people who are aware know of the situation. Let us engage him.
It's a crazy time.
But yeah, I don't know. It's like, we
don't need to get too deep in it.
Yeah, I know, man. I can go in for
all day.
Yeah, all day about it. But
it's just a crazy time. The fact that it was funny when I was watching the State of the Union the other week, and I just looked up there at one point, and I looked at Elise and I was like, man, this guy's actually the president. It's crazy. Like a guy that was a Celebrity Apprentice, a straight businessman. It did make me show and know that literally anything is possible. That's kind of when the point when I realized that, man, anything is literally possible. And the fact that Oprah is going to be president in 2020.
Oh, yeah, right. I know. Right. Oh, yeah, and before I say that, basically, I just want us to protect the greater good.
Of course.
So
always.
That's really it. Sometimes ignorance is bliss, and we need to protect those people and not let them react off of what one bozo is doing. But, yeah, so Oprah, I know. I saw that. Like, what were your initial thoughts when you saw that? When you kind of saw that, like on like Facebook news feeds and Twitter?
After what's going on with Trump being president, the fact that Oprah would even run, I'd say do it. Why not? Anything's possible. Like I just said a minute ago.
Yeah.
But I did find out she's really not going to. It's just a thought that she had in her head. I don't think she's going to, and she said she really wouldn't.
Okay.
She was just saying that the fact that Trump won. She said,
you gave her hope.
Yeah, she said, I might as well just run. She probably would have an even fight. Trump
Yeah.
versus Oprah Winfrey in 2020 would be crazy.
Right, yeah.
I would sign me up for that. That's like a UFC fight.
Yeah, absolutely.
For real.
Yeah,
but no, it sounds like it's not going to happen, though.
Yeah. It's not going to happen. And, like, because first, she's a woman. And on top of that, she's black. Black women, I come from a black woman.
Yeah, of course.
And I just think that right now, America isn't ready for that. But at the same time, I thought something about that was kind of dope because she's a billionaire. She got the money. She's well respected within the billionaire circle. But yeah, she definitely has to. I think she needs to wait. And
she's getting too old if she doesn't do it soon.
Yeah.
Someone like Michelle Obama would be perfect though.
Someone like Michelle who's been in it.
I think swag.
She's so much sauce.
It's impeccable.
Yeah, it's impeccable. Like she would be awesome. But I think Oprah just needs to stay in her lane, and maybe she can be the Secretary of HUD or something, better than Ben Carson has. But
Democrats just need to make sure 2020 they come correct with the right candidate.
Yeah.
Don't come with some nonsense. Take
Kanye.
your time. Even if it's Kanye, you better come with someone that you know is going to be Trump.
Yeah.
If he makes it, he's probably not going to make it.
Yeah.
But if for some reason he makes it, come with someone correct. Or it's going to be another 4 years of that, point blank period.
Yeah, and
choose right, choose correct.
Honestly, and this is my last thoughts before we move on.
Let's get off of politics.
I just think that they do bring someone on. It needs to be like someone who is honestly they might need to just bring a white male back in the picture, and it needs to be someone who is down to earth that can connect with the people. But at the same time, they basically need like another Bill Clinton, but less slimy.
Can Bill come back, man?
Bill
was the man. Bill's the man,
but he's at the same time he's slimy as hell. So slimy, we need someone who's a little bit more upstanding. Yeah,
Connie was good when we had Bill. Everyone was making money. Everyone was having a good time.
Yeah, he's
the mid to late '90s was popping. Bill Clinton was
it was definitely popping, but he's a slimy guy. So
aren't they all? Obama was clean cut.
Yeah. Obama's super.
But that's
clean.
the guy.
Yeah. Exactly. But anyway, so that's enough of politics.
I got an idea. Let's talk about this. What's up with March Madness? It's March.
Oh my gosh.
Man, conference tournaments are coming up this weekend. We need to get into that.
So who's your favorite right now to win it all?
First things first, let's get into the conference tournament this weekend. Since we're in the Midwest, we got to talk about the Big Ten.
Oh,
Big Ten was wide open this year. I'm not one single second believing in Purdue. They're the number one seed.
Yeah.
Purdue each and every year lets me down. So if you have an NCAA bracket, do not pick Purdue because they will somehow, some way lose, and you're not going to win money. If you want to put all your bets, go with my boys in blue. Go with the Wolverines. Go with Michigan. But
if they make it, they're on the bubble.
They're not on the bubble. They're clearly in.
What?
And I would say this: the past
are
three.
You
actually, no, do your fact checking over there.
Are you kidding?
I would say the last 3 weeks to a month, Michigan is playing like as one of the top 10 teams in the country. Watched.
Trash.
They are playing really great. For once, Darryl Walton is finally playing like a good player. I'm surprised.
Beeline is the worst recruiter of all time. When it comes to X and O's, awesome. Recruiting, horrible.
How? Did he not just have...
He recruits a bunch of white kids. And granted, I got nothing against white people. I love white people.
Do you forget?
But at the same time, you need black people, basketball players.
Do you forget Tim Hardaway Jr., Trey Burke, Glenn Robinson Jr.? Do you forget the team that made it to the national championship and should have beat Syracuse in that championship game? And I would say this to the death, that was not a foul. Trey Burke, that was not a foul. I would say that. And that hurt them that game. But
everyone is watched in the NBA. So
not really. Well, that's another topic.
Yeah, that's another topic. Okay. So I'm looking here.
But in terms of the conference tournaments, who do you got for the Big Ten, though? Who do you think will win?
So I know tomorrow, they have Michigan and Illinois.
Yep. That's an early game.
Yeah, Michigan is washed, but I'll pick them to beat Illinois just because Illinois, they haven't been good since Darren Williams and D. Brown.
They're actually doing okay this year, but they're still not that good.
Yeah, they're washed. And then Michigan State, Penn State. Michigan State, they've been whatever, but I mean, I trust in their coach, even though he hasn't won a championship since 2000, the last time.
Izzo?
Izzo.
They got Miles Bridges, though. He's good. Big Ten Freshman of the Year just named as of Monday.
Okay.
Miles Bridges will be a top 10 pick in the NBA draft. And do not forget about my guy, Cassius Winston. UND Jesuits stand
is-
up always.
is
Michigan,
he
Mr.
starting?
Basketball.
Is he starting?
He will be next year. And I will go on record here today.
He's not starting
the first
now.
podcast we've ever had that in 2 years, Cassius Winston will be the best point guard in the Big Ten. Book it. That guy is the man. He's good.
Okay.
He's good. He plays a lot. He's good. That boy's good. He wins any and everywhere he goes. And UND Jesuit is still rocking it right now. But that's enough topic.
Yeah.
Off of that, in terms of winning the Big Ten tournament, I'm gonna go with Wisconsin to win the Big Ten tournament. But Michigan will go far.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we'll see. Because like I said, tomorrow games is Michigan, Illinois.
Yep.
And we got Michigan State, Penn State. I got Michigan State, Iowa, Indiana. I got Indiana upsetting them. And then Northwestern versus like the
Northwestern.
Yeah.
First time ever in the NCAA tournament. They're gonna make it this year. That's crazy.
Yeah, they're actually playing the winner of game 2 tonight, which is Ohio State versus Rutgers.
It sounds like from what I'm looking at that Rutgers just won. Which
Oh,
is funny
really?
because Ohio State's trash.
No way.
Which I'm okay with Ohio State
Wait,
being trash.
Rutgers really won?
Yeah, Rutgers won. Which is
my
crazy.
God.
Ohio State really is
Ooh,
not good at all.
I wonder
at
what the
hoops
spread
this
was
year.
on that. Sheesh. Okay.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah, but either way, yeah. I mean, if Michigan shows up well, I know you're a Michigan guy. You
Huge
love
Michigan fan.
Yeah, you love Michigan. Yeah, they'll probably make it into the tournament. But
They're going to.
We'll definitely.
As
see.
of now, I know they're
Yeah.
clearly in, unless they decide to get blown out tomorrow. But in terms of the top teams, do you have an early favorite for the NCAA tournament? Who are you going with?
Of course, North Carolina. I love Jordan. I love that. I love that blue and white.
Yep.
I'm going with the Tar Heels.
To win it all?
Yeah, just to win it all. I think that they got a good team this year. I think if they get hot enough, they play defense, they're shooting. I think they'll definitely be able to win it. But I know that I think the number one team right now in the nation is Kansas. Am I correct?
Yeah, Kansas is.
Okay.
But it's funny. I had a group chat going. People, they're like, Kansas is always good, but how come they always don't win? Like, what are they missing? Like each and every year, they win the championship so often.
Yeah.
But for every single year being the top 5, they don't have
Bill Self should
enough.
have way more championships.
So
way more.
Exactly.
He's washed too. He's another what's Michigan State coach name?
Tom Izzo. Man.
Yeah, he's another Tom Izzo 2.0. He's like, this guy is stacked every year with number 1 overall picks. Mind you, I think on the same team, I could be wrong, but on the same team, he had Joel Embiid.
Right.
He had Selden. He had another guy who looked like Carlos Boozer Jr. on that team and stuff. I wish I remember the guy's name, but like his teams they could have been. Andre Wiggins could have been on that team. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah,
I don't fact check, but he has had a team with great talent, and he just can't seem to win it all. But we'll see.
They're number 1 right now. Gonzaga's up there, but with Gonzaga
is trash every year.
They'll probably lose second round.
Yes.
Depending who they play.
And their coach looks like Opie from the Andy Griffith Show.
Hey,
so
you said that.
Ron
Hey,
Howard.
You said that.
Yeah. So
a team that
fuck
do
outta
not
here.
sleep on, UCLA. They got a real star in their team. Watch out for them. Like you said, North Carolina's good. Kentucky's always there, but they're another Kansas to where for all the talent they have, they should have way more championships.
Man, my boy
way
John,
more championships.
Man, my boy John C should be like, he should be like a John Wooden 2.0 with all them people he bringing into college.
Every year he gets like the top 5 recruits. So every year his starting 5 are all freshmen.
Yeah,
and they all go to the NBA and they still don't win championships.
I know, man.
So they're another team.
But he only has 1, right?
I think he's got 1 or 2. Not enough for as good a classes as he has each and every year. Right?
Yeah, no, right, man. I love John C. That's my guy, and I definitely in the future will let my kid play for that guy, but he is slimy and he's washed. So
you're not going with Duke?
Ooh, hell no, I hate Duke.
I hate Duke.
I hate Duke.
Aren't they the worst?
Well, everyone hates Duke.
I know one person, my boy JR, one of my old roommates in college, I still don't understand. He loves Duke to the death. Like, how can you like Duke? Just any and everything about them, they suck. But they win, which I understand, but it's just Duke.
Yeah.
But I can't go wrong with North Carolina winning. You got to love the North Carolina blue. That's just an amazing color.
Oh, yeah,
overall.
no. Yeah, absolutely, man.
But that's coming up.
Yep,
The next 3 weeks, like March, that's when the beginning of when you think like spring hits, March Madness,
you
college
think
basketball.
it's springtime Chicago. All the bars are going to be packed in Chicago and River North.
Yep.
But what's I would say Theory, Rocket. What's another
Everywhere
bar?
for all the games.
Yeah. Like it's everywhere is going to be like packed to the rim. So it's my favorite time of the year. So I'll go up, I'll post up, I have a couple brews, and then I'll watch my team get washed, and then my bracket would get busted, and then I keep it moving.
Who do you like? What, UCF, Florida State? Who was your team? One of your trash Southern teams?
No, Florida State got a squad, bro. I'm telling you, bro. It got my guy on there, Dwayne Bacon.
Okay.
McDonald's All-American. He putting up like 60 in game. They're one of the best team in the ACC. I think they can definitely make some noise. The coach is suspect. He's not the best coach, but he recruits like nobody's business.
Really?
Great recruiter, but when it comes to coaching, he's not that good. But we have the NBA talent on that squad to make some noise. The best way I can, the best person I can compare the squad to, or the best team that I could compare the squad to, would be the Michigan team that had Burke and McGarry and LeVert and Stauskas and those guys, like, and they were just lit with talent.
Yeah.
And you don't really realize it until all those guys are in the NBA.
But which most of those Michigan players are, by the way, killing it.
Except Mitch McGarry, because he has a weed problem.
Yeah, he can't lay off the weed.
Yeah.
Man.
I say that to say this, man. Stay off the weed, man, and stay in school, kids.
Come on, man. Get your life together, Mitch. You could ball, too, if you ever listen to this. Just get it together, man. Just lay it off for a few months during the season.
Absolutely.
You can wait till the summertime. It'll be okay. It'll be all right.
Yep. I 100% agree with that.
We need to get I haven't seen this movie, but what's up with this Get Out movie?
Man, so I saw Get Out the other night.
Was it really as good as people are hyping it up to be?
Man, Get Out was dope. So
really,
yeah, Get Out was dope. Like I said, I didn't had like the white girl experience, to where I met the parents and all that, and it's so funny. Like a lot of the things they're saying in the movie, I was kind of thinking that in terms of like thought process. Like, oh snap! Like I'm in the suburbs, car coming towards me. Let me walk the other way if that car is going this way. Oh snap! Like the mom's trying to she's trying to talk to me and tell me to stop doing this or that, or like the dad is like making like, oh yeah, black guys, it's one of those. It was one of those things where
was it a big stereotype of what you may see?
Well, yeah. A lot of it's very like based off of stereotypical approaches or conversations a black guy would have with a white parent, and I thought it was dope. Like the Key and Peele, I thought they were pretty corny, but I think Key's very corny. But when it comes to with Peele, I think when he dropped this movie, it gave me a new respect, like a different perspective on him.
Okay,
and I thought it was dope because like he was really talking about stuff that is actually relevant. You can tell he's someone who's been through it, and like. My situation has been, I've been awesome. I haven't had any crazy thing with, white parents and all that good stuff. But, for other people who had like the crazy confrontations, like it was right on the money. And I think everyone should see this movie because then you get it from a black guy's perspective.
Okay.
How we think, our mannerisms, how we would talk to our girls outside of, being, outside of being in the space of their parents. And I think it's like super. I think it's super dope. And at the end of it, I don't, if I don't want to spoil it for people, but the black guy doesn't die in this movie.
Thank God.
So for me, I think that's dope, man. And we need in this day and age. I thought it was going to be a movie where it was going to offend a lot of people. It was going to have people in an uproar and protest. You know how sensitive everyone is nowadays. But this was actually it was put together well. From beginning to end, I was on the edge of my seat. I was anxious.
Really?
And y'all, like,
I've heard mixed things.
No,
I've heard people saying it was well overrated.
Yeah, white people.
Very stereotypical. Not even.
Or you're typical white people. Well,
even.
Black people who hating.
Not even. And that could be people that were just hating.
Like,
and obviously I need to see it, so I can't 100% judge. But I've heard mixed reviews.
And you know me, bro. Like I hate corny stuff. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna call a spade a spade. And like Peele, this was dope. Like I want to see more movies from Jordan Peele. And it's cool because he's married to like an Italian white woman. I think his wife is the sister to the co-founder of BuzzFeed and Huffington Post. So like I'm pretty sure in the family that's like half Jewish, half Italian. There's some racist tendencies there, and I just think and I think whether he's seen it with her or anyone in the past, I think it's cool that he was able to put it on the big screen and gave people a different perspective. So that's dope. Hey, man, you know how like white girls be in Chicago, it is what it is, bro.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
I have a mixed daughter. Yeah. I've dealt with it,
Yeah.
From the other side.
Yeah.
Totally exists.
Yeah.
So the fact that they're playing on that, I appreciate it. And I can't judge or view the movie until I see it.
Right.
I heard people say it was amazing. I heard people say it was trash.
Yeah.
Too stereotypical. So I'm glad you gave your thoughts on it. I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, no.
Sound like
I
you all
highly
should,
recommend
too.
it. All our listeners, go out, check it out. Support the movie. It's dope as hell. Please watch it.
What about the albums of the past week? So first of all, sounds like Ed Sheeran is killing the game, even to the point to where Drake, he was supposed to drop that More Life.
That More Life.
Didn't drop it last week because Ed Sheeran was coming out. Even to the point to where I heard that he was in 2 or 3 days of selling, records, has over 400,000 in sales. May do upwards of 600,000 with streams the first week. Insane. You can't hate on Ed Sheeran whether you like his music or not. Mainstream's not your lane. That boy makes some good music, and he had a couple songs where he was rapping. And I was like, man, he raps better than a lot of these rappers out here. He was spitting some, his little accent that he has, but he was spitting some bars.
No, he's cutting these tracks. He's
he
been on
man.
the Breakfast Club and before, and I've seen him. He's spitting. He's
good.
He's dope. He's dope, man. Like
he has a spot for a reason.
Yeah,
he won an iHeart Award. I think he won like lyrics or song lyrics of the year. Him and Bieber.
Okay.
What was that Love Yourself song? From last summer?
Yeah,
huge song.
Yeah. I'm looking at the top 100 right now for Billboard. He's number one. Shape of You. I think that's one of his songs. So he's been dominating the number one list, and then second is Bad and Bougie.
Bad and Bougie still up there?
Yeah, it's still up there, man.
That song is rocking.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. It got so many shots out, and at the big award shows.
The Childish Gambino.
Yeah,
the Oscars.
Yeah,
the Oscars or what award show was that? Golden Globes.
Or Emmys or something.
Man, that set the song off after that.
And on top of that, they went on the Ellen show, so absolutely. And then I see that Taylor Swift and Zayn, Bruno Mars, and the Chainsmokers and Coldplay.
Chainsmokers won, I think, Best New Artist at the iHeart Awards, and they performed.
Yeah, are they? They're basically two guys, right?
They're two guys.
Yeah.
They performed at the iHeart Awards. Their new song with Coldplay. I forgot the name. I was like, man, these songs are dope. Chainsmokers be rocking it.
They have two. I'm looking right now.
They have a lot of songs
on the
Hot 100.
They have 2 songs in the no. Wait,
they probably have way more. They got the Closer song with Halsey.
They have 3 songs in the top 10.
3.
Holy crap! So they have the
3 songs in the
Closer,
top 10.
Chainsmoker featuring Halsey at
Halsey,
number 10.
man.
Halsey, yeah.
Get it right.
And then number 10 they have the Paris. And then number 5, they have the Chainsmokers and Coldplay, Something Just Like This.
Yeah, that song is dope too.
Chainsmokers are popping like that.
And it was funny when I saw them, I think it was like 3-4 years ago. They were just out at that moment in time, and they were just blowing up. They are probably the hottest EDM, name in music right now. They passed up Calvin Harris, Diplo, Major Layers. They passed all of them now.
They're getting that paper.
They're getting that real
period.
paper. They will probably be headlining Lala this year.
Oh, yeah. We'll definitely have to go.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, we definitely have to go.
For sure.
Okay.
Speaking of the top Hot 100, though, where's my guy Machine Gun Kelly? Where's this song at right now? You've been hating on MGK for years, and it's going to stop because you were dead wrong on him.
They were 10 last week, and now they're at 15.
And that's cool, but what was their peak? They hit number 4?
Yeah, it was number 4.
Billboard Hot 100.
He didn't get number 1, so
and it's fine.
And I'm happy. But like I said, Machine Gun Kelly, hip hop, no, pop, maybe. But he's like, it's just like his bars are quarter to me. Like he's not even Eminem. Like Eminem is dope. Like I feel like Machine Gun Kelly, he is more like an Asher Roth, more like a Macklemore. Like
way off base.
Yes, no, man, I know that's your guy, but like, man, honestly, there not any white rappers in the game right now that I respect that I think is dope outside of M. And M is an OG. He's
M
old.
in his 40s.
Like he's in his 40s. He has like a daughter who goes to Michigan State. Like he's old balls, and I love M. He's one of the best top 5 dead or alive. But MGK is nowhere near that. Like he's
also only 26 years old, and he's had 2 albums. He's had 2 albums at 26 before Eminem even dropped his first.
Okay,
which is crazy.
Okay, is he ever gonna do Eminem numbers?
Yeah.
Can he spit like M?
Yes, he will be one day. Come on.
Man,
you gotta relax on that.
I am about to walk out of this podcast right now.
So
MGK is trash,
no,
dog.
He's not, man.
He's trash.
If you say so. But the good thing about him is he's a real person. He's a real artist. He has real fans.
Everybody's real.
No, you can't say
that. If you're alive, you're breathing, you're real.
Not really. Not in the game of music. He has a real presence to him. He keeps it how it is. He has a real fan base. His shows are amazing. The boy can spit. And it's a reason that he's been out for 6 years in the game. He's still around. Gonna have 3 albums in. had a top 5 song about 2 weeks ago. It's a reason he's still around. It's also a reason when Diddy drops each and every person that ever goes to Bad Boy. He's one of the only ones that still hasn't and probably won't ever get dropped. MGK will have to leave before Diddy drops him for that reason. He makes them a lot of money. So where do you think he's Eminem now? He doesn't have to be Eminem, but he's creating his own lane, which is why he'll last forever.
Yeah, well,
I mean, he's going to be around in 10 years.
He's trash, but we can agree to
we
disagree
always
on
agree.
this one.
We always debate that. We'll always agree to disagree.
All right.
And I'm cool with that. That's fair. What else was going on this last week, though?
Let's see here. In terms of we talked about a little bit about hip hop.
Yeah.
And a little news about the pop stuff.
Brandon Marshall to the Giants today.
Sports, duh.
Brandon Marshall signed with the Giants today.
So let me give you my take on B. Marsh. He's a UCF guy. I went to UCF. I graduated. Even though I'm a Florida State fan, football, but I still rock with my school. B. Marsh is dope. He has the stats to back it up. I think he's a TO 2.0. He's been a head case, and granted, and I'm not saying it because he's battled with mental issues, and I respect the mental issues. Everyone goes through them in some sort of capacity, some way more severe than others. But I think that Giants are a great fit for him. Will he win a championship? No. Will they make the playoffs? Maybe.
Yes.
But he's never been to a playoff game in his career.
Which is insane for how long he's been around, how good he is.
He's been around.
That's got to be a big red flag that every team he's on doesn't make the playoffs.
Absolutely. And then, I was chopping it up with, one of my, Facebook groups in here, me and my buddies and stuff. And everyone's like, he has the stats. He never had a quarterback. I mean, he did have Jay Cutler, but, that's not telling you a lot. But he did have Jay Cutler in his prime when he was somewhat decent. And then, Ryan Fitzpatrick, and then now, I believe he has, Jay Cutler or something. So
he'll have Eli.
Yeah, he'll have Eli, which he is a 2-time Super Bowl champion, and he beat the Patriots not once but twice.
How many Super Bowls does Tom Brady have?
We
don't want to go there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go there. I know Patriots are your team, but I'm just letting you know. But I just think that I think he's going to eat. He's going to probably put up 50 catches, 800 yards. Probably get double-digit touchdowns. He'll be a good inside receiver for them, short yardage, and then he'll free up Beckham a lot, and then with Shepard in there, they'll definitely make Beckham's life a lot easier, and they're going to be the reason why the Giants cut him a big check next year. But I'm hoping.
Would he sign a 2-year deal? I think it was.
Who?
B. Marshall. He's gonna sign a 2-year deal.
It was like a 1-2 year deal or something. I want him to do well. I want to go to the playoffs because I think if he goes to the playoffs and win a strip, then he's definitely Hall of Famer status. But I have a hard time if you can't put T.O. in the Hall of Fame because he's not a good teammate.
Right.
But T.O. has his stats. He's been to the Super Bowl.
Same with
he's
Randy
been to
Moss.
playoffs. Yeah, it's just relax. B. Marsh has not even sniffed the playoffs. He has zero. People who've been in the league less than 1 year, people on the rookies on the Patriots
have Super Bowl wins.
Yeah.
So that's a big red flag. He definitely needs to. He probably will get to the playoffs with the Giants. But the good thing with this signing is everyone wants to see one more time Giants Patriots Super Bowl. We thought we were going to get it this year. The Giants choked. I'm sorry, they did not make it.
Yeah.
But if it can happen, I think everyone wants to see Brady Eli one more time. They beat the Patriots, twice now?
I'm liking the way you're thinking right now.
We might have to see that.
Even though the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they're going to make a push, but go ahead.
I don't know, man. It's just the Bucs. I'm sorry. It's just the Bucs. That's like me saying the Lions are going to make the Super Bowl. Wishful thinking, right? We hope so.
Yeah.
But seeing a Patriots-Giants Super Bowl one more time, that would be lit.
Just let Eli and Brady just slug it out and let Eli become
one more time.
Super Eli in the fourth quarter.
That'll be the way.
And Brady becomes super Brady and let them slug it out in the fourth quarter. That would be absolutely epic. Like all you would need is Lady Gaga and Beyonce to both jump out during the fourth quarter or some halftime show.
Exactly.
And let them just duke it out as well. So
I wonder what the Atlanta Falcons are doing right now. You think they're over it yet?
They're still drinking a bottle of Hennessy on the beach, crying, washed. Feeling
probably
bad
haven't
about
stopped.
life.
They probably have not stopped drinking since that game.
Right.
They really blew that game.
They really blew that game, man. Like I'm still thinking about this day when they're up 28-3.
You and Paul.
I was texting. I was
killing me.
I was texting.
I almost had to turn my phone off that day. It was the third quarter, and I literally was like, dude, I'm about to turn my phone off. If you don't know, I'm a huge Patriots fan due to Tom Brady. Love everything about the Patriots.
He's
They're the
only
best organization
that
in
loves
sports.
the Patriots. Outside of Cuffs.
No, there's some people out east that like the Patriots.
Yeah.
But I thought I was going to have to turn my phone off. It was like 28. Was it 28-3? Boy, in the fourth quarter when they made that comeback, I was letting these fingers go off, man. I was giving it to people. It was coming back like, wow. And everyone that was hating on me in the first half and third quarter slowly got quieter and quieter.
Yeah.
And then when the Patriots came back and won, their phones went off and they were silent. But, man, Tom Brady, that boy's amazing. Best quarterback, best player to ever do it in football. And what do you know? He's a Michigan man. But speaking of sports, we get off of that. What about Tony Romo expecting to get released tomorrow by the Cowboys?
All right.
Where's he gonna go?
Man, you're bringing up all the good subjects today.
Yeah, where's he gonna go?
Romo, I think if he's smart, he'll go to the Broncos.
That's easy, right?
Yeah, Broncos have the defense. They have the wide receivers. The Texans, they have the defense, but they only have like one receiver. Their O-line sucks. Broncos O-line sucks, but they can always shore it up, and they can always sign people or try to draft some good prospects. I think if he wants to win a Super Bowl now, he goes to the Broncos. My only thing is I said this again, he won't last 16 games.
He'll get hurt.
He's going to get hurt like within like
break his back again.
The first 6 games or so. I don't see him finishing off a full season. Just my opinion, Tony Romo. And honestly, Tony Romo's not a winner. People were on like, man, I don't even want to go off on this tangent, but the Cowboys, Dak Prescott, I love Dak Prescott. I feel like he dealt with all, Jerry Jones and his bullshit the whole season. But Dak did his thing, and I feel like Romo's a good quarterback, but he never proved anything that showed otherwise that he wasn't a choke artist.
In the playoffs.
The playoffs.
He really didn't.
Right?
Because they were showing, I forgot which ESPN show. Actually, no, who was on Fox Sports now? I forget. And they were talking about quarterbacks of the last 5-10 years, and Tony Romo was top 5 in almost every category, which means he is a winner in the regular season,
like
but not in the playoffs.
Peyton Manning without the ships, basically, and
for sure.
And I don't think that's good enough. And I think that he go to the Broncos, he'll be smart. Broncos going to probably sign him, and he'll be smart to go there. But I honestly don't think if he's healthy, then we're talking a different story. But I just don't see it happening.
I see the Broncos. 49ers would be dope. I've heard a lot about the Washington
49ers.
Redskins. They suck, but they actually, so it sounds like they're getting Pierre Garçon today. They're signing somebody else.
Yeah.
So they're trying to make moves. They signed another receiver too.
Yeah.
The Redskins would be dope too if that works out as well. But yeah, we'll see. I think I'm going to pick the Broncos too. That's the safest bet. They can be close to the Super Bowl.
They're still going to be
Romo's still trash.
Raiders. Like, you can go ahead and pick
Carr.
the Broncos.
They got
Broncos
Derek
are still
Carr.
going to be. Yeah, I know. I'm going.
okay.
I'm picking the Raiders to win the division. I think the Chiefs will be number 2. I still don't think, even with Romo, I don't. I just don't see the Broncos doing anything. They need a better run game.
Good
Who
deal,
knows?
man.
Yeah.
Well, this is what we're gonna do here. So each and every time we come on this podcast, we're gonna start our own segment called Clown of the Week. This is where each person, we're going to have our own separate take on one person, one topic, one scenario, and why they're the absolute clown of the best week, and we're going to give our thoughts and opinions on it. So you want to go first, or do you want me to go first on this one?
I'm going to go first, and I'm probably going to get a lot of heat for this. And before I say this, I preface that I love women. I love what women do for the workplace. I love the women in my life. However, all the women who didn't go to work today for International Women's Week, you're getting the clown of the week. Take your ass to work. Go to work. Like, if you want to be equal with men, if you want to be respected, and if you want to be in a arena where you're known as a doer, you're fierce, go to work. Like, you're not going to work today and protesting and doing all of that. It's like, come on, like, that's not going to do anything. You're going to prove your work by going in the office, working your ass off, delivering your projects, leading by example, and I brought in flowers to work today for International Women's Week for the women in our office. Like, I'm so pro women. You can even call me a guy feminist, whatever you want to call it. But I just think that take your ass to work. Like, there's better things to protest for, as such as Black Lives Matter. The gay, lesbian, trans, union, all those good stuff. But like, just go to work. Like, we get it. I support women. Women, there is a difference in pay gap, things of that nature that we need to fix. But in order to do that, you have to go to work.
Yeah, why were you not at work today?
Yeah, and it's just like, take your ass to work.
The good thing is everyone in my office, all the girls in my office where I work, I would have gave them to, like, man, get your butt to work.
Yeah,
man.
and it's just like, I got to go to work. I got a boss to
when
answer to.
When is International Men's Day?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, come on. Like, I got someone to answer to. I got meetings to attend. Yeah. So it's just like, just go to work. So yeah, all y'all women who took the day off or who don't got jobs or who are leeching off of guys.
When they like out protesting or something
Yeah,
today?
Just like take your asses damn to work and prove that you are equal, if not better, than us lazy guys.
Exactly, man.
And that's that. So y'all getting the clown of the week. What about you?
Good choice. Me, on the other hand, I'm going to go the complete opposite side of the spectrum. We got to get our guy Ben Carson up out of here. Like, he just got to get up out of here. I'm sick of talking about him. And for those that don't know, the other couple days ago, he was, trying to be all political and talk about the country and how everything is going great. And he made a terrible reference trying to explain and call slaves immigrants that, we came here immigrants. I'm going to read what he said. He said there were other immigrants who came here in the bottom of slave ships, worked even longer, even harder for less. But they too had a dream that one day their sons, daughters, mothers, grandsons, granddaughters, great-grandsons, keeps going, great-granddaughters, great everything, might pursue prosperity and happiness in this land. First of all, they did not come here as immigrants. They came here as slaves and were forced to be here. And you should know that. I think he tried to sound so bright and like he was all-knowing and everything, and he was totally wrong. It made absolutely no sense. Like, how many times do people have to hear Ben Carson talk? Who is he? Why is he in this position? It just goes back to this whole Trump administration, this whole nonsense that we're in this world now where everyone has to, just make things happen for yourself, because when you got people like Donald Trump, people like Ben Carson saying things like this is nonsense. Just get these people up out of here. So no, Ben Carson, clearly these slaves were not here as immigrants. They were forced to be here.
Yes.
Get Ben Carson up out of here. You are the clown of the week.
You're the clown of the week.
I hope you are the main clown of the week, this period. Yeah. Hopefully we won't have to give you the clown of the week again, but I'm pretty sure in the next few months,
going to get it again.
He's going to say something.
He's the smartest dumb person ever. Take that oxymoron and run
by
with it.
far.
Yes, smartest dumb person guy ever.
What's going on this weekend? First of all, for those of you who don't know me, it is my birthday in about 2.5 hours.
Old head.
My birthday. I am an old head. Pause. Yeah. But it's my birthday, so I'll be out this weekend. It's St. Patty's weekend in Chicago.
Yes.
Got my guy Steve coming to town. My girl Andrea coming in town.
A-Rod.
A-Rod in the house. It's going to be a good weekend, so it's going to be a lot of fun. If you're out and about, we'll be at Fremont on Saturday?
Yes.
Is that where we're going?
Yes, Fremont, yeah. So we'll be there, I think, around like 11 or something.
11 to noon.
Or a little bit after, and then,
Might have to call a little podcast release party.
Oh, yes. I'm feeling that.
It's my birthday weekend, so we'll be celebrating. So if you see us out and about, say hello. It's going to be an awesome weekend. St. Patty's in Chicago is always – it's so fun that they have their own separate weekend. The real one's not to the 17th, but it's our own on Saturday. Dye the River Green, for those that don't know. Everyone's out. Everyone's wearing
Chicago's
green. From
popping.
8 a.m. to the whole next day, Sunday.
Drunk,
it's a good
can't
time.
Walk. It's going to be a crazy-ass weekend. And anyone who goes out on Sunday, may God bless your soul. But Saturday is going to be a complete shit show. So, we'll be in River North. Once again, Fremont. This is B-Day. It was a podcast, episode 1.
Yes, sir.
And it is going to be a crazy weekend. So
exactly. It might be a little cold, but it'll be fun.
It'll be a little cold.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, let people know Chicago, we have a lot to offer. There's a ton of clubs, bars. Everyone, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, whoever you are, we're all out. Everyone gets along together. It's just a good vibe. So
exactly,
yeah, it's definitely going to be it's going to be popping Friday. Actually, Friday night too. Friday night.
We'll be out Friday night. For sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
It'll be a good weekend.
So we hope to see all you guys there. Once you listen to this podcast, just come through, show us some love, Bobby.
Say what's
and
up.
BHun.
We'll be out and about. We love this city. It's time to give back to it. It's time to take over the Midwest and, give people that regular opinion that everyone wants to say, but they don't sometimes. So we got that platform. We're going to do it. So we appreciate you listening today, to all our new fans. We welcome you.
Absolutely.
Please go on our YouTube page, Alternative Facts Chicago. Please, subscribe us. Rate us. Please give us your opinions, positive or negative. We love it all.
Yep.
We want to learn how to grow from this. So,
absolutely.
Please view it, click it, subscribe to us. We appreciate it. It'll be on SoundCloud. It'll be up on iTunes here in a few days.
Google Play.
Twitter, Google Play,
Instagram.
It's going to be all over.
Yeah.
So,
and also hit us up on the email, alternativefactschicago@gmail.com with any questions, anything that, you would like us to talk about. We appreciate the feedback. And we're going to be here to stay. We're going to try to come with episodes every 1 to 2 weeks, and we look forward to being a fixture in the Chicago market. So
exactly,
we appreciate you guys for listening.
We love you all. We appreciate it. So that's Alternative Facts Chicago, episode 1.
There we go.
And we're out.
We love you guys. Bye.
Yep. Peace.